Hello, senior ones. Welcome to today's lesson, Geography Paper 1, Map Work. Map Work is a compulsory, senior 2. Map Work is a compulsory area which carries 20 marks. On a map extract, when you get a map extract, you will find there horizontal lines. These horizontal lines are what we call the eastings. The reason as to why we call them eastings is because their values increase going to the east. For example, if this is 0, 0, this will be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, then 0, 0, 5. Then these horizontal lines are what we call northings. The reason as to why we call them northings is because their values increase going to the north. For example, if you have this as 10, this will be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are the northings. It is important to know these lines because they help you to handle other questions or aspects of map work. So we are going to begin with what is examined in map work, and our focus is going to be first on area. In map work, you may be asked to calculate the area of, it can be of a lake, it can be of a swamp, it can be of a forest. However, this area is for irregular objects or features, those which do not have particular shapes. It can be a lake, it can be a swamp, it can be a forest. So, questions to do with the calculations, you must know the formula. The formula for calculating the area is full squares plus half squares, then the half squares are divided by 2. We divide the half squares by 2 in order to make them full squares. Some of you have a tendency of even dividing the full squares. No. When you divide the full squares by 2, you will make them half squares. So our formula here is telling us that first count the full squares. Then the rest of the squares, take them as half squares. So we are going to do this together. When you are counting, we have, assuming this is a lake, and you have been told to calculate its area. When you are calculating or counting, count in an orderly way, either vertically or horizontally. We are going to count vertically. Here, do you see any full square here in the first column? No. Then in the second column here, this is our first full square. This is the second, the third, this is 3, then 4. So that means the full squares we have counted 4, then plus the half squares. How many are they? Meaning that the rest of the squares which have not been considered as full squares, take them as half squares. Whether it is very small or very big, you take it as a half square. So we come here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When we are counting, we follow the boundaries of the lake. So the half squares are 12. According to our formula, they are telling us that the half squares divide them by 2. When you reach here, don't say 4 plus 12. No. Division first. You remember body mass in the primary, body mass. Division comes before addition. So we first divide. Get the 12 divided by 6. So you have 4 plus. When you divide here, you get 6. And 10. Here we get 10. What should we put here? What should we put here? We are putting, what have we been adding? Squares, meaning that we have a total of the squares. These are now squares. We're now having a total of the squares. We have got 10 squares, 4 plus 6. Then we come here and say, but 1 square equals 1 kilometer squared. What about the 10 squares? The 10 squares will be equal to 10 times 1 kilometer squared, giving us 10 square kilometers. This is going to be our, this is our area. This is our area. This question on calculating area normally carries 3 marks. But how do they distribute those 3 marks? The first mark is put here. Then this expression here carries 1 mark. Then the answer also carries 1 mark. Those are the 3 marks. So when you add here, don't rush to put here square kilometers. No, we must see all these steps. Now, I want you to do one thing. You are going to draw vertical lines and horizontal lines. Do it very fast. Draw vertical lines and horizontal lines. Then put in a shape of your own choice. Very fast. Put in a shape of your own choice. Then you can call it a forest. Then calculate its area. I've said draw vertical lines and horizontal lines. Put in a shape of your own choice. Call it a forest. Then calculate its area. And follow all these steps. First count the full squares. You first write the formula. After writing the formula, then count the full squares or boxes. After counting them, then the rest of the squares which have not been considered as full squares, then take them as half squares. Hope you are about to finish. Don't forget to put there the units. Area must be in kilometers squared. The units for area, kilometers squared. If you don't put there the units, you may end up getting no mark. Hope you have finished that. For calculating area. Today we are going to look at 2 aspects. Calculating area and drawing a sketch map. Our second aspect is drawing a sketch map. A question may come in map work that draw a sketch map of the area and on it mark and name the following. They give you the features. So when you have been told to draw a sketch map, let me write a guiding question here that draw a sketch map of the area shown on the map extract and on it mark and name the following. Mark and name the following. Mark and name the following. Assuming we are having We are told to indicate Albert Nile, told to indicate forest, and then two road types. Two road types. Now, when a question is to draw a sketch map, the first thing that has to come into your mind are the qualities of a good sketch map. Qualities of a good sketch map. How is a good sketch map supposed to be? It must have the title. A good sketch map must have the title. The title must have two aspects: name of map extract and then features. For example, here our map extract that we are using is Pakwachi. So you get the title from the question which has been asked. Who can give us the title? Somebody to give us the title. I've said the title must have the name of the map extract and then the features asked. Get it from the question here. You have been told to draw a sketch map. Therefore, you tell us a sketch map of where? Of Pakwachi. Tell us that a sketch map of Pakwachi. Features showing. Write the features which have been given to you in the title. Showing Albert Nile, comma, forest, and two road types. Two road types. You underline properly. You underline your title. So the title is there, a sketch map of Pakwachi. If the name of the map extract does not appear in the title and you say a sketch map of the area showing, you don't get a mark for the title. So the name of the map extract which you are using must appear in the title. A sketch map of Pakwachi showing Albert Nile, forest, and two road types. Then after the title, we must see the frame. Draw the frame. Draw your frame. After drawing the frame, what next? Compass. The compass must be facing north. After the compass, what next? In this frame which you have drawn, put in the thick grid lines. When you go on the map extract, there are those lines which appear to be darker. Those are what we call the thick grid lines. Come and press them here. The reason as to why we put them here is to help you. Okay? Come and press them here. For instance, there's that one which is, there's that easting marked 10. It leaves a small space this side. You also do the same. Then there is that northing which is marked 70. Somewhere here. You also put it there. Then there is that one. There's another one down which is marked 60. You also put it there. The reason as to why we put in these thick grid lines is to help you to be able to put the features in the same position as they appear on the map extract. So after putting in the thick grid line, begin drawing the features as Albert Nile. Then you come here and you begin drawing your Albert Nile. You have drawn name. Come and write here Albert Nile. Then Forest. Look for the forest. Where is the forest? If you don't know how a forest looks like, you go down. When you see this rectangular box down, this one down here, below the scale, that one is the key. So that key, this one down here, where I've pointed the cursor, that is the key. So the symbol for a forest, that is a forest. So our forest is here. So you come and you draw that forest. You name, this is our forest. This is our forest. Then two road types. Again, when you go to the key, you'll find there loose surface road, bound surface road, dry weather road. They just want only to get those roads and put them there. So, on your screen, you are having a map extract of Pakwach, and on this Pakwach, you follow the cursor. There's that Albert Nile. It is a continuation of this one. This one is also Albert Nile. That is a drainage feature. We have a papyrus swamp here. This is a forest. Then this is a dry weather road. This one that moves like this, that is a dry weather road. Then this is a loose surface road. This one here, this is a loose surface road. So, assuming a question comes that calculate the area covered by Albert Nile, we are going to consider only this one, not this one. We are considering this one. Calculate the area covered by Albert Nile. So we are going to count together. Do you see any full box here? This one is just a boundary. This one is just a boundary. So we are counting. This is one full box. This is one full box. These are 2, 3, 4. I think the full boxes are 4. Then can we count the half boxes together? Like I said, we count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any other? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. We count together. Let me start from this side. Let me count again. We have counted the full boxes as 4. So let me count here again. Now the half boxes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let us count horizontally. I think it will be better that way. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are for where there is blue. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now to finish this one. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So the half boxes are 34. So when you get 4 plus 34, and then 34 is divided by 2. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So 4 plus 17, that gives you 21 boxes or squares. Then from there you say, but 1 square equals 1 square kilometer. Then after that you say, then 21 boxes or squares will be equal to 21 times 1 square kilometer, giving you 21 kilometers squared. That will be your area. Then about drawing a sketch map that I was saying, this is what we call the frame. This one, not this one outside, not this darker one. We follow this one inside, this one here. This is our frame here. This one here. That is what we follow as the frame, not this darker one. So you begin with your title, that a sketch map of Pakwach showing Albert Nile, it is here, then forest, and then 2 road types. The road types here we have a loose surface road. Then here we have a dry weather road. This dry weather road is another road type. Then we have these dotted, black dotted lines. The smaller ones, those are the footpath. The footpath. Then here we have a papyrus swamp. So after drawing the features asked, name those features inside the frame. When you do the naming of the features inside the frame, that means you don't need a key, because we all know that the work of the key is to interpret the symbols used. So there you don't need a key. Okay? Okay, of course, I think the sketch map has been understood very well. However, you have to be very careful when you are naming these features. You must be very careful. When it comes to naming the features, you must write the specific names of the features. You must write the specific names of the features, because like here where they say 2 road types, don't simply draw like this and then you write here road. You get 0. Tell us the name of this road. How do they call it? You come and write here dry weather road. A question may come, draw a sketch map and indicate 2 drainage features. Draw a sketch map and indicate 2 drainage features. You must ask yourself first, what falls under drainage? Those are water sources. It can be a river, it can be a lake, it can be a swamp. So, when you are indicating these drainage features, assuming this is a river, when you are naming this feature, don't come and write here drainage feature. 0. What is the name of this drainage feature? River. So when we are naming these features, we write the specific names of the features. Where they have used the general name, for instance, they can say draw a sketch map and indicate 2 vegetation types. When you are naming those vegetation types, write their specific names. Is it a forest, thicket, woodland, scrub, scattered trees? What is the name of that vegetation type? Don't draw like this. Then you write here vegetation type. How do they call that vegetation type? That they call it forest. That is what you should write there. Don't write there vegetation type. So when we are naming the features, write the specific names of the features. So your sketch map, a well-drawn sketch map, must have the title. The title, we said, must have the name of the map which you are using and the features asked. A sketch map of Pakwachi showing. You just write the features which have been given to you in the title. A sketch map of Pakwachi showing Albert Nile, forest, and the 2 road types. Then the frame. After the frame, put these thick grid lines inside the frame. Why? These thick grid lines are the ones which are going to help you draw the features, to be able to draw the features in their relative positions, in the positions where they are supposed to be. And when you are drawing these thick grid lines, don't just draw. The way they appear on the map extract is the same way you are supposed to put them there. Then the compass must be there. The compass must appear. Then each feature that you draw, name it there and there. And like I've said, the naming of these features, when you're naming the features, write their specific names. Where they have used the general name, draw a sketch map and indicate 2 vegetation types. As you are naming these vegetation types, write their specific names. How do they call that vegetation type? Scrub. How do they call that vegetation type? Woodland, forest, thicket. Those are the vegetation type. Plantation, by the way, is also vegetation type. So when you see plantation on the map extract, they have asked for vegetation types. You can also put it there. Then, when you do the naming of the features inside the frame like this, then you don't need a key. You don't need a key. Are you together? So, sketch map drawing is very important. It may carry 6 to 7 marks. And when you lose those marks out of 20, you have failed. And by the way, map work, when we are teaching you map work, we teach you to get 20 out of 20. The moment you get below 20 in map work, then you have failed. This map work is practical. We expect you to get everything correct. Our next aspect that we want to talk about in the map work is bearing. The moment you hear the word bearing, then you just get to know that those are degrees. Those are degrees. The moment you're asked about bearing degrees, your answer must be given in degrees. The bearing of one place from another. For example, they may ask you that find the bearing of the borehole from the bridge. When a question is about finding the bearing of one place from another, you go on the map extract and look for those two places first. Go and see where is the borehole. Where is the bridge? So in finding the bearing, you begin by identifying the two places. On the map extract, these are two places, you identify them from the map extract. After identifying these two places, in our question here, it is the borehole and the bridge. So the borehole is here, the bridge is here. After identifying these two places, get their center points. Where is the center of the borehole? Where is the center of the bridge? Then get a ruler and join these two with a straight line. After joining these 2 points with a straight line, you go back to the question. Identify the place which comes after the word from. Identify the place which comes after the word from. Find the bearing of the borehole from the bridge. Which place is coming after the word from? Borehole. Borehole is before the word from. I said identify the place which comes after the word from. It is the bridge which is coming after the word from. So after identifying the place which is coming after the word from, draw a compass facing north at that place which is coming after the word from. So it is the bridge which is coming after the word from. We have drawn here a compass facing north. Now, how do you get the bearing? You start from the north of that place which is coming after the word from. Here, you move clockwise. Clockwise is the way the minute hand moves. So you start from the north of the place which is coming after the word from, or where the compass has been drawn. You move clockwise until you come to the line which joins the two places. So to get the bearing, measure the size of this angle. Get the size of this angle. This is a right angle, 90 degrees. You're not going to measure. This is a right angle, 90 degrees. You're not going to measure. So here you have 90, here 90. This is a right angle. You're not going to measure. These are 90 degrees. Then you're going to measure this remaining angle from here up to here using a protractor. Because you are measuring this angle starting from this line, because we have stopped here. So you are measuring this remaining one from here up to here. So you get your protractor, it has to sit on this line. You press your protractor here like this. Measure the angle from here up to here. Assume it is 37 degrees. That means the whole of this angle is 90 plus 90 plus 90. That is 270. Then plus 37. So it will be 270 plus 37. 270 degrees plus 37 degrees. You come up with 307 degrees. You come up with 307 degrees. Endeavor to put there the units. Endeavor to put there the units. 307 degrees. This diagram which is appearing here has to be drawn on the map extract in pencil. And after you erase your pencil work. On your answer sheet, we only have to see this. Only this. This has to appear on your answer sheet. But this illustration here is drawn on the map extract in pencil. And after that, you erase. So this is bearing. I've said with bearing, it is given in degrees, first of all. Now, when you are finding the bearing of one place from another, you go on the map extract. First, identify those two places in the question. Where are they on the map extract? Like here, find the bearing of the borehole from the bridge. First, look for where is the borehole on the map extract, where is the bridge on the map extract. Then after that, establish the center of the borehole. Where is the center of the bridge? Then get a ruler, join these two with a straight line. After that, go back to the question. Identify the place which comes after the word from. After identifying the place which comes after the word from, or which is coming after the word from, after identifying the place which is coming after the word from, then at that place which is coming after the word from, draw there a compass facing north. After drawing there a compass, in this case it is the bridge which is coming after the word from, so we have drawn there a compass facing north. After drawing there a compass, how do you get the bearing? Start from the north of that place where the compass has been drawn. You move clockwise until you come to the line which is joining the two places. Then you get the size of this angle. This is a right angle 90. Right angle 90, I'm not going to measure. Right angle 90. Then this remaining angle from here up to here, you get your protractor and measure. And I assume it is 37. That means your bearing is going to be 90, 90, 90. That is 270 plus 37 degrees. You get 370 degrees. That is our bearing, or that is going to be our bearing. Map work is that area which requires a lot of practice. So today we have looked at 3 aspects under map work. We have looked at the area. You must know the formula for calculating the area. Full squares, or you can say boxes, plus half squares, and then the half squares are divided by 2. Then we have also looked at sketch map. Area is given in kilometers squared. You endeavor to put there units. If you simply put there kilometers, that will look like distance. It has to be kilometers squared. Don't simply say kilometers. Then we have also looked at sketch map drawing, that the qualities of a good sketch map, the title must be there. The title must have the name of the map and the features asked. Write the title in capital letters. Then it must have the frame, and inside the frame, put in the thicky grid lines, those darker lines. Why we put them there is to help you be able to put the features in their relative positions, where the features are supposed to be. Then put a compass, draw the features asked. And these features, after drawing them, you name them inside the frame. After naming these features inside the frame, then you don't need a key. However, you have to be careful when you are naming these features asked inside the frame, that you are supposed to write the specific names of these features. For instance, if you have been told to draw a sketch map and indicate drainage features or two drainage features, don't draw and write there drainage feature. Tell us what is the name of that drainage feature. Right there, papyrus swamp. right there river, right there lake. Then we have also looked at bearing. The moment they ask you about bearing, it must be given in degrees. It must be given in degrees. And that is it for today. Our lesson has ended from here.